Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's secret weapon has been revealed, and we're going to talk about that in just a bit. Now, this game has had a wild ride on the Nintendo Switch, from its surprise reveal back at E3 2019 to the long silence of no information, then to the drip feed of info that we did get, then the $70 price controversy, then the it's just DLC concerns, to oh my gosh, look at this official trailer number 3, it looks incredible, I'm buying the game. Now we have previews for it. If you haven't checked out the previews, they're all up over the internet, there's tons of them. I suggest Zeltic, also IGN's is good, there's Game Explain, there's a ton of great ones, and I also have my own roundup of the information. You can check it out, link in the description below. The previews all state that the game is immaculate, looks sharper overall, enhanced quality of life features, cool weapon fusion, huge sky areas that just create a huge sense of verticality and overall scope and scale that one previewer, which my man Gene Park over at the Washington Post, stated that it seems like the game is bigger than Elden Ring. We have more weapon options than ever before, more tactics to employ. This game kind of does it all. But Nintendo's secret weapon, what is it with this game? And you know what? It's Minecraft. Yes, the power of an open world sandbox. Minecraft, one of the best selling games of all time, one of the most popular games of all time that has literally created millionaires on YouTube and a whole generation of kids, adults, people that just love to create. The creation game is incredibly appealing. An open world game by nature are just more appealing to people, especially in the modern day. Gamers can't get enough of them on the Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and it doesn't matter if it's a Nintendo first party or it's a third party like The Witcher 3, which doesn't look anywhere near as good on the Nintendo Switch than it does on other platforms, yet that game still sold like 2 million on the system. Now, coming off one of the best open world games of all time with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but now with Tears of the Kingdom and these previews, it almost makes Breath of the Wild, like I stated before, look like a tech demo, look like they were setting up for something even bigger, which is why they announced the game all the way back in 2019, about 2 years or so after the game launched. That's incredibly early to announce the next Zelda game, but they did it because they knew that they had incredible ideas. This crazy selling game when it comes to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But not at this point. You take the power of Minecraft and creation and games that have done that, and you give players the tool, give anybody the tools to be able to create cool things to show their friends and not have to look up guides online how to do all sorts of crazy stasis flying machines, but you can actually do it yourself in the game. And the game is centered around those abilities and puzzles, in addition to areas to go, places, combat options are all centered around your creation tools. That creates a whole new level of interest, and Nintendo knows that. That was their secret weapon, and that's why they wanted to get the game into people's hands and told them to essentially break it. Go ahead and go where you want to, do what you want, create what you want. And they knew everyone was going to have a very different gameplay experience, so you're going to get a lot of value out of looking at this preview, that preview, this preview. Everyone's going to be playing things just a bit differently, and it's going to give you a very wide scope and positive outlook on this game because you can do what you want. But this ability to be able to create cool things, show it to your friends, family, online community is going to drive this game to a whole new level. And that's the secret weapon that Nintendo knew what they were doing with this game and the lead up to it. And it was really driven home with this whole creation aspect that everybody so far has just made something different when it comes to previews. Everybody is playing the game a bit differently, whether it's combat or whether it's the creation, whether you're fusing different weapons. People did certain things, other people did other things. The creation tools with fusion and having the world, the environment as your canvas to do combat in addition to explore that you want is going to create a playthrough that is like no other. Everybody's going to have a different playthrough. Everyone's going to fuse different things. Everyone's going to have different abilities. In this age of social media, where creation and where showing off your games and discussing games has never been more popular, in this age, that is gold. Where you can just quickly show off stuff on the internet. Heck, Nintendo has it built in with the Nintendo Switch. You can show it on Twitter, or you can put it on YouTube, whatever you want to do. This is going to be a major factor in this game, not only selling well at the beginning, but being popular well after it launches. Even look at the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom commercials Nintendo recently made. It was essentially daring people to go wild with their creativity and saying, you can do what? What's going on with this? Go there, do that, go up over there, shoot that thing. That's what they want people to do. They want people to play in that type of way. Do what you want, share with your friends and family, have a game to where you don't know exactly what's going to happen until you try it out. That creates the ultimate intrigue in video games. Combine that with an open world, a championship pedigree when it comes to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that game's review scores, that game's sales, and that game's acolytes in this industry. You've got something that's really going to be special and set it apart from any other game on the market. And Nintendo knows this, especially when you look at the relation when it comes to this game's development and Nintendo looking to see for ideas. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say 100% Minecraft was exactly what they were looking for, but there's no way Nintendo did not see the crazy Minecraft sales in Japan on the Nintendo Switch and say, maybe that's something that we can do as well. That power of creation. Minecraft came out 5+ years ago, and still every single week on those Japanese sales charts, Minecraft is right there. New Japanese Switch players are playing the game, whether they're young or old, it does not matter. And they're creating and they're sharing and they're talking about it at school. People are discussing it. I think, to me, Nintendo absolutely saw that and was like, hey, we've got a game that already has pretty cool creation tools, but we've got to make them easier for anyone to pick up and play, and not just the hyper skilled player that finds all sorts of exploits to blast off across Hyrule in 5 seconds that most people won't be able to do. Minecraft, bestseller, 3 million plus physical units by itself, not even including digital. Absolutely. Nintendo's creating their own AAA Legend of Zelda secret weapon Minecraft game, where they're combining everything that we've seen so far in the repertoire that Nintendo has with Zelda, and they're combining it with the modern sense of what gamers are playing today. And that's, once again, created something, to me, that's going to be a smash hit beyond what a lot of people are even expecting to it. This sandbox feel is absolutely incredible, and Nintendo knew that they needed to take this next step with this game in order to really get the players that have already played Breath of the Wild to feel that it's something different, but then also get new players in, people who've never played a Legend of Zelda game, and they see that on social media. They see what's going on with all the different creations, because that's how Minecraft got started. Minecraft, people just saw what was going on. Hey, you can do this, you can do that, you can go here, and you would gather your friends or your family and you would play the game, and everyone would do something kind of different. Everyone would build something kind of different, and it just blew up. It really did. And in an open world setting, it creates a gameplay loop that is incredibly satisfying for people to go back and play for years down the line. That's why people still play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild without all of these really cool creation tools and different things that you can do. So I think that's what Nintendo focused on, and they wanted to make sure that it was the right exact time to enact this secret weapon plan that they have, but it's working brilliantly. The sales in terms of pre-orders are blowing up. The game is even doing better. It looks like maybe there was some restocks as well when it comes to the collector's edition, but those are all sold out. So the game is selling out fast. People are buying it like crazy. New releases on Amazon or the COMG, all of it has been doing really good. So Nintendo knew exactly what was going on here. But we do need to talk about one more thing, and I usually would put this in a PlayerEssence live stream, but I wanted to talk about this just so if you catch it within the time period, there is a refresh of Nintendo Switch icons. So Nintendo Switch Online members, you can get your second chance to redeem the My Nintendo Platinum points to collect from a selection of custom icons from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in the missions and rewards. Now, this is going to go out in waves. Wave 1 is available until May 3rd. So from this point till May 3rd, you get Princess Zelda, you get Link doing an action phase right there, you get Link once again with his back turned, and you also get Guardian from there. And then in Wave 2, that's going to be available from May 3rd to May 10th, right up to the launch of the game a couple days later. And you have Princess Zelda with a nice background, you have Link with the bow and arrow, you have the Triforce, and then of course you have Link there with his horse. So if you haven't picked up these, or if you didn't get a chance, because I don't think I have any of these, so I'm definitely going to pick up these icons and rock it till The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Although there's no Xenoblade Chronicles 3 future redeemed icons. We need those ASAP, Nintendo. Get those icons out. And also, we need some Advance Wars icons too. Get those out. But yeah, it's The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom coming out. All the previews went live, so I think people are going to go there and use their points and start updating their profiles and telling people, yeah, Zelda is absolutely coming. So what do you guys think about this when it comes to everything that we discussed with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Nintendo's secret weapon with this game at this point? Also, check out my previous videos on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where I talked about the crazy previews for this game, in addition to what some AAA developers has said, and also how things are getting a little bit out of hand with Tears of the Kingdom on certain places. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.